lovely day.
Hi guys, yep, that's right, we're back on the Joly express train as they build up what can only be described as a revolution in their quest for just destroying their children. So what are we talking about specifically today? Well, not the Jonathan Joly channel. He's done a couple more videos, nothing, well, they're always bad, but nothing like that grabs my attention. I just wanted to jump on here real quick though, because I just seen this.
Hello, I'm just doing my little commentary thing as I edit the vlog. So what I actually got done, it was an amazing, guys, because we actually finished the actual sleeve off. Can you see that there? So this was the last part that was left, which was
now I know most of my audience are women, so I just thought that you would appreciate such a lovely specimen, such a fine specimen that is Jonathan Joly. He loves showing off his wares, shall we say. He's very particular on Instagram. Fairly often he just likes to strip off and just do his thing. He is just lovely, isn't he? Anyway, that is Jonathan with the, he's very muscly. I would, I'm just saying, right? But now we get on to the nitty gritty, because we can only joke so much. There's something more serious and sinister at play in this particular video, and they do it a lot, and I've mentioned it so many times in the past. They do it all the time, and I genuinely think either John does not believe the words that I'm saying to him, or he actually is trying to purposely endanger his kids because of what I don't know. Okay, I hope it's not because I'm saying it. He's going against, so it's the filming his kids in school uniform. Now, in this particular video, it was worse than usual. It was like front and center, all the kids sat in the car, all wearing their school uniform. Just the badges were covered up as usual. That's what he always does. He thinks, it's as long as the badges aren't on show, it'll be fine. We don't, nobody can find our school otherwise. John, we know exactly where you live. And why do we know exactly where you live? Because you've shown it on a vlog. You've shown the town name. You've mentioned it in newspaper articles and magazine articles. You are very open about the area in which you live, right? And then you show your kids with their school uniforms on, and that's very, very distinct. The type of uniform is very distinct. I'm just saying, couple it together and you have yourself a problem. And that's not just me just saying it. I'm trying to keep your kids safe. The one place that you cannot guarantee your own kids' safety is at school. As much as the schools try to keep your kids safe, once they're out with your house and out, outside of your own personal protection, they're at the school, and you then have to trust that nobody's going to come along and whip your kid away, right? That is like, as much as the schools are going to try the best for that not to happen, you can't guarantee that, because you can't be watching them whilst they're at school. So if somebody knows where your school is, this is more of a security concern than somebody knowing where your house is. Because at least if somebody knew where you lived, you could protect your own child and you know, presumably you're not gonna you're not gonna let your kid go with a stranger. Although I don't know about you, you might. So when it comes to keeping your child safe at school, you've got to do all you can. You don't want people knowing where your child goes to school, and what you've done is made it incredibly easy for them to do so. Incredibly. And I've told you many times, and there's no chance that you don't know, no chance that you've not seen it, because I've seen that you've blocked me for telling you to. Yeah. You know, it beggars belief. This is what we come up against with family vloggers all the time. You tell them something which is actually helpful for them, but they block you for it, and it's like, you don't want your child safe, or you do. I don't understand where you're coming from on this one. So, and it's not just these that do it. I've seen other family vloggers that also don't protect they show their school uniform. The Inghams used to do it all the time, but more obvious. Dad v Girls do it, but nobody ever says anything. That's why I'm continuing to say things, because I don't want there to be an issue and a safety problem. But the parents, they seem to ignore things all the time, and not just about school uniforms, but everything. Whenever you say something, whenever you give a legitimate concern, their best idea is to block and ignore. It's like out of sight, out of mind. If someone leaves a comment on the comment section under the vlog, they'll just delete it and just ignore it and not take on the advice that's given to them, because they think that everybody that does not agree with you is a hater. There is no middle ground with these people. You're either a hater or an absolute lover. And, you know, well, with John, I mean, who couldn't love him, to be honest? So, John, Anna, for the love of God, please just protect your children. Stop filming them in their school uniforms. I think this is one thing that also schools need to address themselves, because there's lots of talk about online safety at school. That's what kids get taught, but do they ever get taught things like don't show your school uniform, don't film in your school uniform? I think they do, but maybe it needs to be explained a little bit more, in the sense of how easy it is for people to find what school you go to, because you don't want that, do you? Even if you weren't in the public eye, you wouldn't want people to know which school you go to, because why would you? Anyway, please, everybody, take care, have a lovely day. Please remember also this advice also applies to everybody, not just the public figures. So keep your kids safe, and I will see you again soon in another video. Take care, and bye bye.